What is going on, everybody? It is the hardest working man in YouTube right now, Heroes Gaming, coming at you guys with some highlight videos of this past season. We're going to be going over Oregon State, UCLA, Arizona, California, Utah, and Colorado. I think I already mentioned Colorado, but we're going to be going over these games towards the end of the season that ended the season, and then we're going to be talking about where I'm going to be taking my live stream content. And let's just go ahead and get that out the way now. I'm going to be moving my live streams over to Twitch, and then those live streams are going to be cut down to full gameplay video for YouTube. So the only content that you're going to be seeing posted on YouTube as far as content is going to be the full games that we're going to be playing over on Twitch. All of the other stuff, all of the main menu and all of the just chats and all that stuff, that's going to be edited out of the video. And then the only thing that you guys are going to be seeing on YouTube part is just the full games. I have my Twitch linked in the comment section, so please go over there and follow if you are one of the people who enjoy watching the full live streams. We will be moving that content over to Twitch and then just putting the video content over on YouTube. Now, as far as these highlights in these going towards the end of the season, Oregon State, we had a big shootout against Oregon State. It started out very bad. We were down 10-0, and then we come storming back and we get a safety here. Now it's 9-10, and I got a very good sense that towards the end of the season, and we take one of our first shots downfield all season long. I said, I have an opportunity here. There's no overtop help, and if my receiver Jalen can just get off the line and beat the cornerback, and that is just what he did. We don't take many shots downfield. You guys know that the type of offense that we have is just nickel and dime all the way down the field, 10, 12, 15 play drives. Just take what the defense gives us, and then that's how we score. And then, as you can see here, we throw an interception, trying to make something happen here, and we throw an interception. But towards the end of this, the end of season 3, the team started to play a little bit well. I don't know, it's just because I did a lot of scouting whenever I would go into a game, and we get a nice forced fumble sack here. Laney's going to take it in for the touchdown. Defense started playing really well towards the end of the season. Offense, I was still throwing my interceptions, but defense started playing really well, and I'm starting to see the team grow, especially from year one. Year one, we could not hang with Oregon State. A lot of these teams in the Pac-12, we could not hang with them. We could only just manage and see, okay, let's try and not give up 40 points this game, or let's try and not give up 50 points this game. Now it's more like okay, let's see if we can hang just long enough to maybe sneak away with a win, or maybe with an upset. And that's what it's come down to now in these in year 3. And Oregon State, they put up a really good fight here, and we were winning, and they come storming back, and we could have had that interception, but it went right over our defender. I did not have time to hit triangle there, and it's a minute and a half left in the game, and then we come away and they get a fumble here. We're just trying to run out the clock, a minute and a half to go, and they come away with a big turnover, and then What do you know? Oregon State is winning by 1, and Highland is just being Highland. We're winning, and all we need to do is just ice the game, and then we just can't do it. So now we have to drive down the field, probably for a game-winning field goal. And what a catch by Scooter! Made some really great catches towards the end of the season, and we're making our way down the field. Had a few penalties that set us back, but at the end of the day, we were able to make it down the field and get into field goal situation. A lot of injuries occurred towards the end of the season too. Ty Hardy, our running back, we lost him for the last 4 games of the season, and it was very, very difficult for us. But here we are, game-winning field goal against Oregon State. We come away with a clutch win. As I say, we started playing really good towards the end of the season. Oregon State, 21 points in the fourth quarter. They tried their best. The CPU is unrelentless in the fourth quarter. They would try everything in their ability to try and come away with the comeback wins. Now we're taking on California, and this is one of those games where I didn't know what to expect. I think at the time they were ranked like in the high 70s, like 78, 79. So I really didn't know what to expect coming into this game. But they were a really good team. Really good team. Ran the ball and did whatever they wanted. And as you can see here, we're playing underneath coverage. It didn't matter. All of our defenders get blocked, and they just go in for the touchdown. But at the same time, like I said, I felt our defense and offense growing. And against these teams, you just really didn't know I didn't really know what I was going to get when we came into these games. Like I said, in season 1, it was like, okay, let's hold them to 40 or 50. Now it's like, man, can we come away with the win? But California said no, and the only bright spot of this game is that forced fumble that we got, and we turned it all the way back for a touchdown. That is the only bright spot that we had against California. They said, yeah, no, there's going to be no upsets here. We're going to come into your house and we're going to dominate you. And that is exactly what they did. They came into our house and they dominated us. And another long field goal. And California came in, they handled business, and they said, yes, not this year. And they're going to win 41-14. After we just came off a crazy win against Oregon State, they said, yeah, that's not going to happen to us. And going into the next game against UCLA, they are a top 10 team ranked number 5 in the nation. And we came out and we let them know that, yes, we may suck and you may be good, but there's a chance that maybe, just maybe, we can make something happen. Here we are in the first quarter playing really good defense against UCLA. Now we're late in the first quarter, and then Bell's going to take this all the way down, and we have a chance. I don't know what UCLA thought. Maybe they were looking past us, but we came out and we score, and we break first blood. It is now 7-0, and there is hope. There is hope in Highland right now that maybe we can pull off this upset. But here is a beautiful run. We let them get the corner, and the CPU loves the corner. You let the CPU get the corner, it is over. They're going to take it to the house every time, especially if you don't have fast defenders. You have to, if you're like me, you have a team builder team and your team really sucks, you have to protect the corners. because if not, they're going to score every time. And here we are trying to make something happen here, trying to get some points. It's 3rd and goal, and we're going to score. It is now 14-7, and UCLA, they're stunned right now. They don't know what to think. We are not backing down. 8 minutes to go in the second quarter, and we are now up 14-7, and playing really good defense too. But here comes UCLA, and they're trying to score, and we're trying to continue to play great defense. And here it is. You know, CPU, they want the corner. If you can contain the corner, then you're going to contain the running game. But we're going to let the quarterback scramble in for a touchdown. It is going to be 14-14 going towards the end of the first half. And UCLA says, we're not overlooking you guys. You're just playing really good. But here we are, still not giving up. End of the first half, we are trying to score, and that is exactly what we're going to do. We are going to score. Now it is 21-14 going into the half. And once again, UCLA is on their back heels, and they're going to have to go into halftime with a different game plan. It's now the fourth quarter, and we're going to take a 10-point lead against UCLA. And the upset is right there around the corner for us. Winning 10 by 10 points with 3 minutes left. But UCLA comes back, and they're going to score a touchdown in the back of the end zone. They said, not so fast, my friend. We are ranked number 5 in the country for a reason, and we're not going to lay down that easily. But it is 2.5 minutes left to go in the game, and we are trying to get first downs to ice this game. There is one, and then we're going to squeeze through there. I don't know how he's got through there, but he got through there, and we're trying to get this first down. It is going to be 3rd and 3. Here we are dropping back to pass the ball, and we're going to get the first down, and we are going to upset the number 5 ranked team in the country, UCLA. And they're stunned. I'm stunned. I was stunned. After getting destroyed by California, we come and stun the number 5th ranked team in the country. That is the biggest win so far in program history. We come out of nowhere and we stun UCLA, and that dropped them all the way down from 5 to number 22nd in the country. We absolutely ruined their playoff chances, and it felt really good. Felt really good. Moving on to Arizona, and we played really good once again. Played really good once again against Arizona. Didn't really know what to expect going into Arizona. I just know that we're coming off a high, and to not look over them. But you know, we came in with a game plan. We knew what they wanted to do. It was working really, really good. But their defense is really good. Like, really good. Nobody scored in the first quarter, and we're just trying to make something happen. We're actually going to get a really, really deep long field goal here. I think it's like 53-yard field goal. And ignore that. Spam calls. But we're going to get a really long field goal here. 3-0. It is now 3-3 in the fourth quarter. Still not able to run the ball. And we are trying everything in our ability to move the ball against Arizona. It's just not happening. And then we're going to throw an interception there. Our receiver did not come back for the ball. And that stung. That is going to be our second turnover of the game. And it really stung. Like, it was very difficult to move the ball against Arizona, and then they're going to come out, run the option, catch us off guard, a broken tackle, and then they are going to score the touchdown. We were playing really, really good defense the entire game, and then they come away and they score a touchdown. But it's not over yet, because we're pushing the ball down the field, and there's Paige bailing us out as always, and there's still a chance. Running the ball, we're going to tie the game up. We're finally able to move the ball down the field, and we're going to tie this game up. Then Arizona comes out and says, yeah, well, we're going to take a deep shot, but nothing happened. We're playing really good defense. Then we get the sack. We had so many sacks this game. We're going to come away with the sack, and then Arizona going to try and almost get the first down on 3rd and long. But then we call a timeout. They were going to punt the ball. We call a timeout. They changed their mind, and they go for it on 4th and 1. You can say we kind of helped them out there. They're going to go for it, and then they're going to kick the game-winning field goal. I felt so bad. My stomach was hurting so bad there. I called the timeout thinking that they're still going to punt the ball. They end up going for it. They get it, and then they're going to win the game 13-10. We tried our darndest. We played really, really good defense. A lot of good defense towards the end of the season, but Arizona's going to come away with the win. And here comes Colorado.
The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, a crew looking to make a statement. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football.
It was not a pretty game. From start to finish, Colorado destroyed us. They made us feel like we were back in season 1, and we were like a 47 something overall team. They came out in the first quarter and blitzed us with 21 points. My quarterback threw 5 interceptions. We couldn't run the ball. We couldn't throw the ball. We couldn't even... They didn't want us to come out the locker room. I don't think our own team did. There was nothing to see in this game. They came out and they dominated from start to finish. We had absolutely no chance. Colorado just destroyed us, and we had nothing else to do but just to look forward to the last game of the season. And here we are in the last game of the season against Utah. And I was not very excited to play against Utah in Utah at the end of the season after the performance we just put up against Colorado. I thought the team was demoralized and defeated. I know I was. After beating UCLA, almost beating Arizona, coming out against Colorado thinking, we have a fighting chance, and then they just laid the hammer. And then now we have to go on the road again, second straight week against Utah, after throwing 5 interceptions against Colorado last week. I didn't know really what to expect, but we're playing really good defense against Utah. They have a really, really good receiver, and number 2 right there, Whittemore. But other than that, they didn't really have anything going for them. We tried a lot to double team their best receiver, and they're going to go for it here in 4th down. We're going to stop them. Nobody scored in the first quarter. Nobody was really having anything good going for them. It was another defensive game. Like I said, our defense at the end of the season played really well. And our number one corner is going to come away with the interception in the back of the end zone. And going into season 4, I am going to be very excited about our defense and how we're going to play in the Pac-12. Because I think for the most part, our defense can really hang. And here we are double teaming their best receiver. Didn't matter. They throw it deep. They're going to score first. And I thought to myself, well, we tried our best. Here we go. It's going to be another Colorado situation. And I didn't really know what to do after that because their fans are just rabid. But it is now 3-10, and we're going to get this kick and almost run it back for a touchdown. And at this moment, I'm excited. I'm like, okay, let's get something going here. Maybe we can get either a field goal or something. And then, we're moving the ball downfield now. It's very hard for us to move the ball down the field, but we're going to score a touchdown here and tie the game up in Utah. And, the offense has a little bit more confidence now going into the second half. And here we are in the fourth quarter, still a 10-10 game. Here we are trying to make something happen. It's been a very difficult time running the ball. They're just stuffing everything. And we're going to settle for the field goal. We are now winning in Utah 13-10. And we're hanging in there. 2 minutes left to go in the game. Their best player is going to spin, break a tackle, and take it all the way back for the touchdown and pretty much seal the deal in this game. We tried so much to contain him, but he was everywhere. Offense, special teams, he was their pretty much their whole team. And we just couldn't contain him. We tried our best. It is now 13-17, and another kick return by Bell, and another good one by Bell, taking it all the way down to about the 45-yard line, 46-yard line. And we're trying to make something happen. Trying to move the ball down the field. Hostile environment. And the crowd was so loud. Here I am scrambling out of the pocket, trying to make something happen, and then nothing. It is now fourth down. We had to punt. I punted the ball thinking, okay, I have 3 timeouts left. Let's just get a stop. And that was not a good first play there to try and get stopped. But it's now 2nd and 13. We're going to get a sack. We're going to call a timeout. And they're going to come out 30-19 and try to throw the ball. And we almost got the sack, but luckily we didn't because he tried to throw the ball. We didn't need to waste a timeout. Here we are trying to make something happen at the end of the game, and then we throw the pick, and that is going to seal the deal. And for the last game of the season, we're going to finish the season 4-8, but 4 wins is still a really good season for us. Third season, we get 4 wins. It's only up from here. And we're going to go into the offseason with our head held high. And hopefully we can have an even better year 4. And I'm not mad about how the season was. 4 wins, pretty good season. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Thank you all for watching. And as always, have a good day.